Hey everyone, welcome to DC Outdoors. Today I'm going to just go over a little bit about what is shed hunting. I'm going to chat a little bit about why you might be interested in going shed hunting, what you need to have in order to get started shed hunting, and just chat a little bit more about what shed hunting is in case you haven't heard about it or haven't tried it. So I guess shed hunting itself is really the pursuit or the search for antler sheds. Basically every winter deer will shed their antlers will fall off, and then each year they grow new antlers. So shed hunting is basically spending time out in the woods looking for those antlers. As a hunter, or an outdoorsman, it's sort of like a game of hide and seek, where you're looking for little traces of the deer that are out in the woods. So that's definitely part about it. That's the main reward. But shed hunting is a really great exercise in just getting outdoors, staying active, practicing your experience and your skills out in the woods. And it also gives you that opportunity to sort of scout out and check out what's going on in your area. Um, it's great to be outdoors in the late winter, early spring. You can still see a lot of good deer travel, a lot of deer tracks, a lot of paths, a lot of really good indications of what wildlife is in an area. And you can get out there and explore, a little bit more freely as opposed to busting through the trees in November and scaring everything in your neck of the woods out of the trees for the rest of the hunting season. So this is a really good way to really have low risk scouting, checking out the woods, kind of seeing what's going on, and then hopefully getting lucky enough to find some sheds. So what do you need to get started shed hunting? Well, the nice thing about shed hunting is you really don't need any extra gear. All you need is a good set of winter clothes, maybe some snow pants, a nice winter jacket, just depending on the day, and off you go. Unlike other outdoor sports, this is not something that's been monetized or something you have to go buy special gear for. I'll tell you that depending on where you go, probably a good pair of snowshoes might help you. Out where I am in early March, I mean, again, the snow is nearly knee deep in some open areas, and it makes it really, really, really tough to get out there and explore. But other than that, yeah, you really don't need anything to get going. Maybe a day pack with some snacks, compass, maybe a pair of binoculars will save you some walking. But other than that, yeah, you really don't need anything else to get started. So I'm sure you can probably get off and running with just the gear you already have. All right, so we covered off a few topics. What is shed hunting? Why would I shed hunt? What do I need to get started? I mean, the last one is really the where. Really, shed hunting, I mean, it's ultimately all you need is a piece of land to go. There's lots of public foot access land that you can absolutely access. And again, winter scouting is a really good way to get out and check out those lands. Or you can also go to where you normally go. Just encourage everyone to please follow the rules, don't trespass, do the right thing, ask for permission, or just to get out where you can. When you get out to the land, I mean, the places to try. First, again, places where the deer would have to jump over or crawl under an obstacle are really good places to start, because if they have antlers, those antlers may bump off under the obstacle they're crawling under, or they may fall off when they land after crawling over or jumping over that obstacle. So, for example, fence rows are really good places to start. Deer will naturally crawl under them or jump over them, so that's a really good place to look. If you have good feeding areas, fields, those are really good places to look as well, because that's where deer are spending time eating. It's also a really high density area, so it's a good place to start. Beyond that, if you don't have a lot of really good feeding areas to start or fence roads, I would just suggest to get out and walk either a trail or cut line. Look for really well traveled deer paths and then get out and walk them. Don't spend all day on them, but walk them a little bit, take a look, see if you can find anything, and then bump onto that next area. But yeah, other than that, it just takes time. I think it's a game of numbers. So the more time you spend out in the field, the better, and just up your odds. Again, this is a really good exercise to take out, non-hunters. I love taking my kids out in the field. I didn't bring them today because I wanted to cover a little bit of extra ground. But again, it's a really good thing to do on a nice day. Bring out the kids, more sets of eyes to be looking for antlers. Bring along your wife, your friends, your dog. It's just a good exercise, a good way to get outdoors and have some fun. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really hope that this video inspires you to get outdoors and have your own outdoor adventures. And if you're out there in the field, good luck shed hunting, and feel free to drop a comment. If you liked this video, again, give it a thumbs up and a subscribe. And I look forward to hearing in these comments if anybody has had any success this year finding antler sheds. Thanks so much again for watching, and take care.